my happy readers! It's Shedtime Stories with me, Issy. Are you ready to share a new story? I hope so, because I have chosen a wonderful, fun Christmas story to share. The title is Christmas Cat. If you have this book at home, you can read along with me. The author, the person who has written this story, and the illustrator, the person who has drawn all the wonderful pictures, is Tanya Parrett. Now we're going to meet Chip and Violet. I have read a story about them before, but this story is all about their first Christmas. I wonder what happens. Shall we read and find out? It was a day like any other. The family was rushing around, getting ready for the day. April couldn't find her favourite water bottle for school. Blake was running around with one shoe on, talking about bees. And Daddy was chasing Rocky to put his lead on. As April headed off to school with Blake and Daddy, she waved goodbye to Chip and Violet.
"Well," said Violet, "nothing left to do now but sleep until April comes home."
They curled up on the sofa, Violet on her favourite pillow, and Chip with Rocky, and they all fell asleep. When Chip woke up, everything was different. The room was full of boxes. The furniture was moved. And there was a tree in the corner. A tree? Had she slept so long that a tree had grown? She crept over to the boxes, and as she peered inside, she saw shiny balls, ribbons, and bells. It was a box full of cat toys. In her excitement, she lost her balance, and the box came crashing down with balls rolling everywhere. The noise woke Rocky, who started howling, "Howl!" right next to Violet, and gave her such a fright she jumped off her pillow with a loud meow. Mummy heard the noise and came rushing in. "I didn't mean to scare you," she said. "I was just getting the Christmas decorations out." The kittens wondered. "What's Christmas?" Just then, the door burst open and April ran in, scooping up the cat for a cuddle. "Christmas! My favourite time of year!" she squealed, looking at the boxes and tree. April realised the kittens didn't know anything about Christmas, so she decided to share her favourite things. "The best part of Christmas is the magic in the air. Our house turns into a colourful wonderland with decorations everywhere. On chilly nights, we sit by a cosy fire with hot chocolate and marshmallows. We decorate a tree with sparkling lights, shiny baubles and ribbons." She paused. "Maybe we should ask Blake what his favourite thing about Christmas is, after I've changed out of my school clothes." Blake was in his room, reading a book about bees. "I am teaching the kittens about Christmas, and I wanted to know what is your favourite thing about it?" April asked. Blake put down his book and thought for a moment. "Definitely, probably, that I don't have to go to school and do lots of writing." It was not really the answer April was hoping for. "Shall we go and help Mummy with the tree?" April asked. Maybe, possibly, in a bit, after I finish this chapter about hives, he replied. As they went downstairs, Rocky started howling at the front door and wagging his tail. That must be the postman, shouted Daddy from the lounge. April, please can you check for post? Howl!
Not again.
She went to the front door to have a look. Lots of colourful envelopes were scattered on the floor.
Oh, they look like Christmas cards,
April said, excited. The kittens watched as April opened the cards, each one colourful and fun. Chip searched through the pile, but didn't see one with her name. Noticing Chip's sad face, April said,
"Don't worry, there's more post coming later."
They all went into the lounge, but Violet froze when she saw what was on the tree. A mouse.
"Don't panic, I will catch it,"
she shouted. She went flying up the tree and caught the mouse, but just as she was about to jump off, the tree came crashing down. Daddy picked up the tree. April picked up the kitten.
"It's not a real mouse, Violet. It is just a tree decoration."
Violet dropped the mouse and looked at it. It had a little red and green jacket on. She felt a bit silly now. "Never mind," said Mummy. "We will fix it. Here are some trees that you can take to your rooms and decorate." They took the trees and boxes of decorations to their rooms. The kittens followed ready and excited to help. April opened up the box in her room and started to take out the decorations. Together they decorated the tree. Once they had finished, April lifted Violet up to put the angel on the top.
"It looks beautiful. Shall we go and look at Blake's tree?"
They went into Blake's room and looked at his tree. It was covered with bugs. "What do you think?" said Blake proudly.
It is very interesting and one of a kind,"
said April. Just then, Mummy popped her head round the door. "How is the decorating going?" She looked at Blake's tree and said, "Oh, that's very different, Blake. Shall we go and hang the stockings?" As they headed downstairs, they heard the letterbox clink, followed by Rocky howling, "Howl!
"Ah! Chip, the post is here. Shall we go and have a look?"
Chip was so excited she rushed to the door. As they bent down to pick up the pile of envelopes, April slipped something at the bottom of the pile without Chip noticing. Chip spotted a card with her name on it. As she picked it up, she noticed 2 more. April helped her open them and saw they were from Rocky, Violet and April. Chip beamed with happiness as April read them aloud. In the lounge, Mummy was hanging stockings. The 2 smaller ones had the kittens' names on them.
"We hang them over the fireplace, and if we've been good, Father Christmas fills them with treats," April explained. "Oh, treats! I like treats," Violet said to Chip. "Father Christmas is a kind and jolly man who wears a red suit with a white beard. He lives at the North Pole and has little elves that make toys. He travels in a sleigh pulled by magical reindeer, and he comes down the chimney to leave gifts under the Christmas tree. Children write letters to him with their wishes, and he tries to make their dreams come true on Christmas night.
Just then, Rocky ran in with a carrot.
No, Rocky, that's for the reindeer. We leave snacks for Father Christmas and his reindeer by the chimney.
Blake said if there's no chimney, he uses a magic key to come through the door. That's everything done, Mummy said. Remember, Father Christmas won't come if you don't sleep. April yawned and kissed the cats good night. Chip whispered,
"We'll stay awake, won't we, Violet?"
But Violet was already fast asleep.
"Oh, well, I'll stay up and meet the jolly man,"
Chip muttered. But within minutes, she too was asleep.
"Chip, Chip, wake up! It's Christmas morning!"
April called softly to the sleepy kitten.
"Oh, no, I must have fallen asleep,"
Chip said, disappointed. But she soon forgot about that once she looked around the room. The tree lights were glowing, and underneath, colourful presents were stacked. The stockings were filled, and the snacks had all been eaten. The family were all gathered around the tree in their pyjamas, merrily exchanging gifts. April handed the kittens their gifts, wrapped in purple wrapping paper, with little paw prints on them.
"Merry Christmas," she said to them as their faces lit up with excitement.
The rest of the day was spent doing all sorts of fun things. They watched a film with Daddy and ate popcorn, then afterwards built a little gingerbread house. There were colourful crackers with jokes inside. Carol singers knocked at the door to sing, and Rocky howled along. "We wish you a Merry Christmas, howl!" The day ended with Mummy making a yummy dinner for everyone. Christmas had been magical for the kittens.
"What was your favourite part?"
Chip asked Violet.
"I loved all the yummy treats,"
replied Violet.
"I liked the cards best,"
said Chip.
"Also, all these empty cardboard boxes. I can't wait for next Christmas,"
Chip continued.
"I'm definitely going to meet Father Christmas."
What a wonderfully fun first Christmas that was for Chip and Violet. They learned all about Christmas, and they even tried to stay awake to meet Father Christmas. Maybe next year they'll do that instead. They had lots of fun on Christmas Day, and not forgetting their favourite part, the empty boxes. I wonder, what is your favourite part about Christmas? I hope you've enjoyed this Shed Time story, and if you want to, you can like, share, follow and subscribe to Shed Time Stories. Then you'll be ready for the next book we can share together. Bye-bye!